I'd say good morning starshine, but you can't see shit because it's overcast and raining. It's like whales here, which is a problem they did have on filming yesterday. Apparently, there was the everlasting Welsh rain to deal with. As a friend of mine who lives there always says, it's always frickin' raining. How's everybody doing this morning? It is 32 degrees Fahrenheit here in the parking lot. And it's probably the warmest day it's been in a week. I'm hearing... Oh, all right. Okay, let's put the good stuff out there first, okay? If you go look up go to your Google search, type Wales Online Doctor Who. You should get an article pop up towards the top where they have a collection of pictures from yesterday's filming. You have Ncuti Gatwa as the Doctor in his really cool blue suit. I think he's wearing a bow tie, I can't remember for sure. And of course, Verada Sethu running around in a yellow dress. And they've already addressed that this is Miami, apparently in the 1950s. At least what they're going for. Also, you can tell by the cars, the time periods, and the time period it's set in, and all that. Okay. Also, if you go to Cultbox, they have a article there, and they've also compiled all the different stuff from Twitter. There are some video clips here and there. Don't worry, nothing spoilery. You can't even hear any dialogue of the Doctor running with Verada's character, whomever they may be, hand in hand, as well as other pictures that have popped up from various Twitter accounts. So run on over there to Cultbox, look that up if you're out there today. A lot of good stuff there. The Wales Online picture the pictures for Wales Online are pretty phenomenal, actually. Very well taken. The disturbing reports. Okay, I have received some reports before, and I got another one this morning, and I'm going to throw this out there for you. You make of this what you will. But from the scenery, as far as I can tell from various reports I've received through clandestine sources. And like I said, let's stress this may or may not be true, but everybody here remember when there was an article out that said Millie was a diva? Well, turns out those reports, from what I've been getting over the last few months, are possibly true. Well, I'm trying to, I have to make the video at least 10 minutes long, Mark, so I can get on the algorithm. Let me see. Speaking of that, we're going to do our algorithm stuff, so don't pay any attention to this. Trump, Biden, just stop oil, who cares, and all that other stuff. So I can get my algorithm words in or whatever. Yemen, Israel, okay. And from what I've heard, her contract now ends at the end of Series 2. So it turns out they may not be in trouble by saying she was dropped. Apparently there were Like I said, this is unconfirmed reports, but this is a few of them, and I got another one today, yesterday, or today it was this morning. I have to go check the time on it. I try to be very, very careful when people send me stuff because I don't want people getting in trouble. You know, I don't want jobs being lost or anything like that. And a number of reports of, shall we say, diva-like behavior, cast complaints, things like that have been reaching my ears. And, you know, rewrite demands and shit like that. I'd be afraid if they brought back Sapphire and Steel now, you know. How could you replace Sapphire and Steel? Well, they did have a Sapphire and Steel on Big Finish, and they did ask for the characters to come back. David McCollum and, oh great, my brain's blanking. How did this happen? I know who I'm talking about. It's going to hit me in a minute. Hang on. I feel like a dunce now. I've been having trouble in the morning recalling names, and it sucks. But you know, that attractive blonde lady with her name. Thank you, Joanna Lumley. Oh, what do you expect? It's morning. I've only had one cup of coffee. And they did ask them to come back to do their voices for Sapphire and Steel on Big Finish, and of course, David McCollum was wrapped up in NCIS, and Joanna has since moved on to other things, so that did not happen. So they were asked, in case you were wondering, to do the Big Finish audios, but they both refused. Sadly, David McCollum's no longer with us. But we all loved him as Ducky on NCIS for the long time he was with that show. But how could you recast them? I don't even want to know who they'd recast as Sapphire and Steel in a modern day remake, but yeah, the words I've been receiving, yeah, like I said, over the last month or two, and I got another one this morning, which kind of is like the icing on the cake, was not as happy as said as was portrayed. Oh yeah, we watch NCIS also, so we've been watching it since the beginning. So yeah, we're old people. They're on like what, season 20, 21 now, something like that. No, I could never be Steel, no. Okay, so that's what I've been hearing. Like I said, I'm doing this reluctantly, but I'm going to put out both sides of the story, even if it hurts. I already said, I just said it. Arguments, demands for rewrites, things like that. Because from what I've been receiving, yeah, there was possibly diva-like behavior. I'm not going to say whether I believe it or not. All I'm saying is I've gotten a few of these, and like I said, I got another one just as this all erupted. But like I said, well, I'm going to leave it for you to decide. Let's wait until we get an official report. But it is kind of strange, though. The BBC has been strangely quiet. Now, we know this is one of the perils of filming a series, back to back like this. But at the same time, I don't think they were counting on something like this happening. So the policy may be to sweep it under the rug. Because you know how it is normally when a new face is going to appear on a location. We normally get an announcement about it because they want to be in charge of the spin. But there was no mention of Verada see-through at all, except for Mirror and other rags, which I find peculiar, because you'd think the BBC would have jumped on top of it like they normally do. And that's why I've been, a little bit, out of it. I'm a little bit away. I'm going to leave it for you to judge, because I don't want to just jump up and down and say, she's a diva, blah. Because I've never met Millie Gibson. But at the time, I just don't know. Like I said, it's a weird world we live in now, so I got to be very cautious. Like I said, I don't want to go too detailed because this has been passed to me through various sources, and some of them have jobs, and I do not want people, getting the evil eye at work, so to speak, or, getting fired because of, some middle-aged fat man airing, some dirty laundry, across the planet. But like I said, we're going to have to sit back and see what develops before we really go crazy. But like I said, so far from what we've seen of the filming in Penarth and around that, it looks like it's going to be 1950s Miami from what I heard. And don't be afraid to look at the video clips. I've not heard any audio or anything like that that's even legible or capable of being understood. But there is a lot of the doctor running hand in hand with Verada see-through. Shootigatwa, and Verada. So I don't know. Like I said, we'll have to sit back, find out what's going on. But like I said, it's just eerily weird that the BBC did not announce beforehand, that there was a character coming in or a new actor, when they usually do that before, they'd go on location. Because they know the fan set reporters are going to be out there. So, like I said, I leave it judge. I'm going to stay on the fence for now, okay? I live on the fence so much I'm getting piles, okay? It just... Because I don't like to judge people. Like I said, Well, one report's claiming this is like Australia in the 50s, but like I said, I don't know how... I know it's 50s, and I've heard it's Miami. So I don't think the Australia thing's accurate at all, so... So they are going back to the U.S. if this is true. Which is weird because, how many times has Doctor Who gone to the U.S. in the, so many years? I know in the new series a lot more than they did in the old series. Now, like I said, it's looking like the Australia report's not true, so don't get too happy about it. From what I've heard, it is Miami. So we'll have to wait and see. All right, take care, everybody. I've got to run inside. It's about that time. It seems I got to pull the umbrella out this morning. So take care, everyone. Be kind, be calm, be safe. We'll see you all on the flip side. Have a great day. Take care, everybody. Yes, it is.